Hundreds of years before Jesus was ever born, the Hebrew prophets and writers of the Hebrew Bible, that is the Old Testament, foretold a few hundred details about Him. These included the ancestry, the birth, the life, the ministry, the death, and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. One of these prophecies comes from Micah, who wrote around 700 BC and foretold that the Messiah would be born in Bethlehem. Another prophecy comes from Isaiah, also writing around 700 years before Jesus, foretelling the world that one day a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, who will be God with us. Isaiah also says, "For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace." Isaiah 53 describes Jesus' passion so well that anyone hearing it or reading it will assume it comes from the New Testament, not the Old. Read it yourself and realize it was written 700 years before Jesus. Psalm 22. Here's another example, this one written by David 1,000 years before Christ, and yet Psalm 22 takes us to the foot of the cross. Author Jim Thomas observes about the prophecies in general, have you ever had 10 people in a room trying to order a couple of pizzas, and no one seems to agree on the order, and yet God, knowing the future, inspired the authors of the Old Testament to foretell the coming of His Son, who came in the fullness of time. Canon Dyson Haig once put it this way, "Who could draw a picture of a man not yet born? Surely God and God alone. Nobody knew over 500 years ago that Shakespeare was going to be born, or over 250 years ago that Napoleon was to be born. Yet here in the Bible, we have the most striking and unmistakable likeness of a man portrayed, not by one, but by 20 or 25 artists, none of whom had ever seen the man they were painting." Wow! Only God knows the future. Only God could have written the Bible. For D. James Kennedy Ministries, I'm Jerry Newcombe.